branch recruiter for the state. Just gonna talk to you guys just a little bit about commissioning. I know it's early on in your career, you haven't even been to basic training, but just kind of planting the seeds of what's available. Right now, we're about 130 roughly officers short in the state. Most of those are junior leaders, so second lieutenant through captain. Do any of you guys have a college degree right now? You do? Cool. All right, so you can still go to these programs, but the main thing I like to focus on for most of you, since you don't have typically a lot of college coming in, and that's fine, is the EAP. Have you guys heard of Education Assistance Program for the state and family too? So this is something that's really huge and a big selling point for the Oklahoma Army National Guard. So the EAP is basically the Oklahoma Guard will pay 100% tuition and fees for an in-state public school. So your schools like, OU, Cameron, NSU, any OU fans? Yeah, all right, OSU?
Woo, go Pokes.
All right, you guys can leave. Love you too. But that's huge, right? So if you put it in terms of like bonuses, right? They're giving you, let's just say OU, OSU, for fees and tuition, it just say ballpark 10,000 a year, right? It's probably maybe a little more than that, but 10,000 a year. Takes 4 years average to get your bachelor's, right? So 10 times 4 is
40,000.
40, right? So 40,000, and then they'll also pay up to your first master's degree. Typically takes you an extra 2 years. So 2 at 10, that's another 20. So a $60,000 bonus that they're giving you. You just have to take advantage of it, right? You got to put in the work. You got to apply for school. You got to apply for the EAP. But that's money on the table. So while you're in, you guys have already signed your contracts, you swore in, you're a part of the Guard, you're about to go to basic training. Take advantage of stuff like this while you're in. Because the military is going to get everything it can get out of you, all right? Very rarely is it going to throw you something like this. So make sure you take advantage of it. Get your education while you're in. And there's lots of good schools to choose from, right? So ROTC, that's Reserve Officer Training Command. And that's for your bigger schools. The Gold program, that's Guard Officer Leader Development. It's kind of a smaller scale ROTC. That's for your smaller schools listed there, East Central, Rogers State, Southwestern, Southeastern, Oklahoma State. But for ROTC, and to just sign up for the program, so like your freshman and sophomore year, you don't have to contract. That can just be an elective course that you take just to kind of feel it out to see if it's a good fit for you. It may not, if it's not, then cool. I tried it, really not for me, I'm gonna move on and still pursue your education. And as you're going through ROTC, it's not like you have to major in something specific. You guys can still major in whatever you wanna major in, but if you're going through ROTC, if you do the full course, you actually contract, you have to contract to go to the advanced course. That's your junior and senior year, but you can contract as early as your sophomore year. And that's basically, again, contract, you guys are already familiar, you signed them. It's saying that, okay, this might be something for me. I like leading and training soldiers, so I agree to commission once I finish my degree and finish the advanced course through ROTC. That's between your junior and senior year, or advanced camp, sorry. Then you agree to commission as a second lieutenant for the Army National Guard. And there's some great benefits to contracting, right? We'll get to it on the next page, but there's some other great incentives for it. But then the Gold program, so main difference between ROTC and Gold is in between your junior, sophomore year, instead of going to advanced camp. And advanced camp is about 35 days long. You'll go to Fort Knox, Kentucky, and it's with other cadets all across the United States. It's usually like 9,000 cadets show up for this training event. It's huge. But it's like the culminating event. You put everything you've learned into practice, all your leadership skills and military training. This is the big event. This is where they'll put you with different small teams, and then they'll rotate who's going to be the PL, the platoon leader. And then it's your job to just work with your team, build that cohesion. They give you a mission, and then you guys figure out how to attack it, how to solve it, how to complete the mission. So pretty cool. The Gold program, you're still taking those military science classes, just like ROTC. You will minor in military science, so same for ROTC. If you complete that, if you wanna go that route, you'll have a minor in military science, and then again, your major is whatever you want. But for gold, instead of advanced camp, between your junior and senior year, you'll go to accelerated OCS. It's an 8-week resident course, typically done in the summertime, and then once you finish that, you'll actually commission as a second lieutenant, and then you'll return for your senior year as a mentor for the rest of everyone else going through the gold program. So another caveat is for ROTC, once you contract, they're gonna put you, they'll give you the dot on your chest. I call them a cadet, you're a cadet, but it's just funny to me. But you're treated with all the same kind of dignities and respect as a junior officer. They'll put you with a junior officer in a company, and then for your drills, you'll just shadow whoever they put you with to learn kind of the ins and outs of what an officer does as a junior leader. For the gold program, you're not going to all these different units to drill. You're just drilling on the campus. And then it's a 4-hour, once a week lab that you do, and that kind of makes up your drill. So as long as you don't miss lab, you don't miss drill, you still get paid for it. All right, let's look at some of the incentives. Boom. All right, so for ROTC, once you contract, if you do want to contract, you get a $420 a month contract stipend, along with your drill pay. So it comes out to roughly about $1,600 a month. Again, the EAP, once you signed up for it, it's covering your tuition and fees. So that's $1,600 a month is going to you to spend on whatever else you need to spend it on, right? Food, lodging, whatever the case may be. And then there's also different scholarships available at each school. You just have to apply for them, right? You gotta talk to your military or your ROTC cadre, figure out what scholarships might be available to you, and then again, putting in the work, applying for them. A lot of people don't apply for the scholarships. So if you don't apply, you're not getting anything, right? And then the same, you still have access to your GI Bill kicker. Did anyone get the kicker when you enlisted? Cool. So you'll still have that to use if you need it. And then for the gold program, same deal. They have scholarships, and it varies by school. You just got to talk to your leadership, figure out what's available to you, and then apply for it. And then once you contract for ROTC, they advance your pay to an E5, so the equivalent of a sergeant. So you get paid more money as you're going through these drills. And the same for the gold program. Once you become a member of the gold program, they advance your pay to E5 and you're paid as a sergeant. So you're making more money that way too. Any questions about gold or ROTC?
If they're already halfway through a 4-year degree, do they still get all of the same benefits like starting in fresh? And if they have like small loans that they've already taken out, are those also covered, or are they still responsible for those loans?
Yeah, so they would have had to initially sign up for the student loan repayment program to be eligible to get those loans they already have paid back. But if you already have education or college credits and you want to still sign up for gold or ROTC, you still can. You just need to get with the instructors at the school, the ROTC programs or the gold program, to kind of help you figure out where you're going to be at, because you may not be starting off at like the basic MS1 class, right? If you're already like a sophomore or a junior as far as your college credits, they might have to advance you up, but you can still complete the program with commission. That's a good question. Anybody else? All right, hey, well, thank you guys so much for enlisting, for swearing in. That's you're one of the few, right? Not a lot of people do that, so thank you so much, and I wish you all the best.
Thank you, sir.